And I remember when we were watching this hockey game together, his mom ended up having some big guy over, and he was scary. And he was massive. I remember when he walked through the door, he looked at us saying, "Hope you guys enjoy the hockey game." And he went upstairs to see my friend's hot mom. Afterwards, we ended up hearing a lot of crazy noises like, "Ah!"
So today we're going to be taking a look at a video by a Jellybean clone where they basically get mad and basically just rant about how they're not a Jellybean clone and how Jellybean copied them. So this should be pretty interesting because apparently, judging from the comments on this video, he fucking doxed her. I mean, he's literally that mad that he decided to dox Jellybean, which is kind of funny, but also really messed up. Don't get me wrong, I don't support it in any way. I think it's actually extremely weird, and it just shows how insecure this person is. But yeah, let's just take a look at it. Before we do watch the video though, I think it is fair that I explain to you guys who this YouTuber is. They're essentially a storytime YouTuber, and all their stories are pretty much 100% fake. I mean, if you just look at any one of their videos, you can pretty much tell this guy is pretty much bullshitting about every single story. And he over edits so much. Like, he has captions all over the place, bouncing images everywhere. It's just really annoying, and on top of that, I just really don't like his voice. But with my personal grievances aside about this fake storytime YouTuber, let's actually watch the video now.
But I remember the other day, I was on the internet, just scouring through the internet, doing my thing, and I get sent this video from a guy named Dumpy and Vince. Or do I just say Courage the Cowardly Dog and Daffy Duck? I don't know. But they decided to combine their content together and make a video about me, calling me Jellybean's clone, and how they have a mission to take down this PNG army sort of thing that has like these PNG YouTubers, which is great, don't get me wrong, but sadly they put me into the mix.
Oh no, how dare they put him into the mix. I mean, it's just absolutely terrible that they decided to talk about my favorite YouTuber, Baba Streams, who makes banger content like she was actually a guy. Story time. Or wait, even better, this girl went under my desk while I was gaming. Baba, I have no clue how to break it to you, but you are a PNG YouTuber. You see your avatar that you're using in the video? That is a PNG. You are using a PNG in a video, meaning that you can be classified as a PNG YouTuber. And on top of that, your content is absolutely horrendous and insufferable to watch. I haven't even watched the video by Dumpy, but I can pretty much tell that that's one of the reasons why they decided to talk about you. Have no clue why you're having such a period about it, but I hope you get better. I hope you recover from this whole thing. They probably said some very nasty things about you. So if I were you, I would get my tampon on and continue to make story times about a girl being under your desk.
In this video, they explain how I'm basically a clone and how my content, don't get me wrong, is very, let's just say, all over the place. And if you guys are people that watch the channel, you understand that to a certain gist. But at the same time, they related me to the person herself, Jellybean. Now, don't get me wrong, the video was entertaining. I will give them that. It was content. That's what we do as creators.
This is literally the first image that popped into my head while this guy was saying this. You can tell that the video really bothered him, but he's trying to cover it up as much as possible and saying that he thought the video was entertaining, when in reality, he's probably fucking malding, bro.
But I think the moment that really triggered me the most was when I saw the title, The Disgusting Jellybean Clone. Now, at this moment, I won't lie to you guys. The fact that someone related me to this purple fang creature was unimaginable. It was unrealistic.
You know what else is unrealistic, Baba? Every single story time you have uploaded onto your channel.
So I decided to do some research, and what I found out was, let's just say, unreal. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Bubba, and welcome back to the channel. So obviously, usually around this time, I'd be explaining a crazy story about either how I do the Devil's Tango, or yes, as funny enough, maybe you guys laugh at this one a lot, the Devil's Cream. Because, you know, we usually have stories relating to it. And yes, these are actual stories that happen in my life.
Up until this point in my life, I had no clue that it was possible for someone to have such a punchable voice. Every time I hear this guy open his mouth, I want to take a sledgehammer and just stuff it right into his noggin. Like, holy shit, this guy sounds so annoying. You would think that he's joking about him saying that all these stories are real, but no, he doubles down and says that these things actually happened. Yeah, he did it in the Walmart bathroom. Homie, no one but yourself and the 8-year-olds that watch your content actually believe a single word that is coming out of your mouth when you tell these stories.
But apparently, today is something totally different. Apparently, people are relating me to this creature called Jellybean. But like I was saying earlier, I did some research and I found out something revolutionary. Or actually, in my eyes, it was revolutionary. To you guys, it's probably just like whatever. But before we really get into it, I know a lot of you guys are gonna end up saying into the comments, oh, like, you guys both have like little characters and you guys like both like do like really weird things. Like, you guys are so weird. Like, you know what, Ratio L, you're such a loser.
Oh, you guys both have little characters and you guys both do like really weird things. Like, you guys are so weird. Like, you know what, Ratio L, you're such a loser. I completely agree with the example that was being used by you. Like, that little emoji right there, he has his facts straight.
And don't get me wrong, like, I get it. Like, I 100% do. But like, at the same time, like, I'm a storytime YouTuber. Like, I literally just tell stories about my crazy life. Like I said a million times.
This guy is such a dumb that it hurts. Here's my personal opinion about you, Baba. I think that you are a Jellybean clone. Not specifically because of the content, but basically the persona. You have a shitty PNG avatar, you have an extremely annoying voice, you over-edit way too much, and you basically just sound like Jellybean if they were a storytime YouTuber. That's why I would classify you as a Jellybean clone, but to be honest, I think you're even worse than Jellybean, because at the very least, Jellybean doesn't go around saying that they had sex in the Walmart bathroom, or that you caught her with the teacher. So yeah, you are a Jellybean clone, just worse.
And the fact that you guys are saying I'm her brother is really weird, but not to mention you guys are making full-on videos saying, you know, my content is, well, very iffy and relatable to these other YouTubers like Jellybean, and I don't know, she has like 2 furry friends. I don't know, Jellybean and her furry friends are a different category than me.
Literally not. You act exactly like them. And I mean, I've mentioned it before, but the reasons why is because you're annoying, you over-edit, and you're just an unlikable sack of shit.
But today, I'm going to explain that I am Jellybean's father. Okay, that didn't come out actually funny. Realistically speaking, like, I did not end up doing the devil's tango with like some pink-fanged creature.
Well, now we know that not only are you a fake storytime YouTuber, but you are also incredibly painfully unfunny.
Obviously, with the amount of videos going out there, I have to obviously state out the first thing. How in the world did I get up into this mix? Is it because I have a little character that jumps around in the corner of the screen and tells a story? Well, I guess, yeah, that is basically what happened. That is the reason why I was stirred up into the mix. But the main thing that I'm concerned about is people are calling me a clone. Obviously, I think that's one of the main things that like really get YouTubers triggered nowadays is like, oh, you're copying my content, and oh, you're copying my content, and oh, you copied this. And yeah, realistically, that's what YouTubers do.
Wait a minute, but aren't you triggered by that as well? I mean, you literally made a video titled How Jellybean Copied Me, and you're going on an 8-minute rant trying to defend yourself, saying that you are not a Jellybean clone, meaning that you are triggered by people saying you are a Jellybean clone. You have to pick a side here, because multiple times in the video, you say how you understand why people are calling you a Jellybean clone, but then you switch sides and try to explain why you're not a Jellybean clone, and then you switch sides again. Can you just make up your mind? Are you triggered about people calling you a Jellybean clone, or are you not? I mean, it's quite obvious that you are. You made this whole song and dance in an 8-minute video talking about why you're not a Jellybean clone, and how Jellybean is actually a clone of you, so just make up your mind.
I used to show my face in videos, and actually, if you guys go back in my channel, you guys will see that I literally used my webcam and literally played Call of Duty while explaining a story. But at the same time, we had to change it up a little bit over time because we started blowing up on other platforms, aka TikTok, and we started instead basically using little pop-ups. And from little pop-ups, we ended up somehow figuring out that people started enjoying these stories. The stories that I tell, don't get me wrong, even though it's weird that I say words like devil's tango or devil's cream or anything in that mix, it's mostly because, well, let's be real here, there are a lot of kids on YouTube.
So you don't feel comfortable with using the actual words in the story times, but you are comfortable with making titles on YouTube like, I caught her doing it in the bathroom, I caught her with the teacher, she was only 14, story time, my sugar mama, story time, she got pregnant, story time, I did it in the Walmart bathroom, story time. That makes absolutely no sense to me. Why not just go completely mask off and use the words if the literal stories are about bad things in general, and little kids shouldn't be watching it in the first place? That's like watching watching an R-rated movie about sex trafficking and drug dealing, but they censor out all the bad words. It just makes absolutely no sense. If the content in itself is meant for an adult audience, you don't have to cater to the kids because they shouldn't be watching it in the first place. But I mean, to be fair, the only people that actually believe the stories are the little kids that end up watching your content.
Actually, if I really think about it, we started using a PNG to explain my stories almost a year ago. And if we go back on Jellybean's channel and see if I'm really a copycat or aka a clone of her, we'll go back into her channel and we'll see that she started doing it 4 months ago. What? You guys are calling me a clone, yet she's been using it for 4 months?
Oh my god, you dumb plank of wood. People are not calling you a Jellybean clone because you use a PNG. People are calling you a Jellybean clone because of how you act. You are obnoxious, your videos are over-edited, you exaggerate everything. The PNG part, that's only a very minor reason why people are calling you a Jellybean clone. The main reason why is because you literally act like Jellybean. And if I had to guess, I'd say that this YouTuber pretty much knows the real reason why people are accusing them of being a Jellybean copycat, but they can't actually debunk any of those arguments, so they decide to go for the weakest one possible, that one being that they use a PNG. I swear this guy literally has only one brain cell. But yeah, I can't stand to hear this man talk for another second, so I'm gonna have to cut it short there. This person got so mad and so triggered over being called a Jellybean copycat that they made a whole 8-minute video trying to debunk the whole thing by saying that they started using PNGs before Jellybean, which is not even the main reason why people are calling him a Jellybean copycat. But not only that, he also for some reason felt the need to dox Jellybean. Yeah, this guy's an absolute moron. I can't take it anymore. See ya.